Hello folks, welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Today 9:30 here, 9:30 p.m. It's extremely late today, I'm so sorry. So I need to make a really quick update. However, we will talk next Monday about the last commitment of traders report provided by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. They are just providing a report about how the trade, I would say the trader sentiment looks like. So you can, based on the report, see if they are longing more, if we have net longs or more net shorts. And I make it very quick, and we will talk about that also Monday, is that they are noticing a big short accumulation by big traders at the moment. Of course, it could be a trap, you know, just to liquidate them before, but usually these guys are the main market drivers. So to expect that someone is going to liquidate them, it's a really unrealistic. It could happen, but I don't know who will do that, to be honest. However, we will see what will happen. Now we are going directly to the weights ratio and to our on-chain analysis. I was expecting to go a little bit more up, to be honest. However, I think we are coming right now to our at least bounce station. Bounce means at least I would expect to maintain here, maybe to go up then afterwards. I don't know how far, we will see. But as you see, 25, we are arriving right now. We break 26, we went to 25.8, and we are retracing. So still expecting to see a price between 25.6 and 25, and then we need to see what's going to happen next. However, in detail, I will talk about that more in my last chapter when it comes to my personal conclusions based on all the data we will check now. So let us go directly to the weights ratio 30 days moving average. It's really high. It's at least it's pushing up more and more and more. I thought it would retrace a little bit just because also here the weights ratio 1 day just went down to 48, but it's a 30 days moving average, and we did almost 80, and that was extremely high, while it started then to push down the price, to increase the sell pressure, and the weights ratio is always a little bit delayed. So it's absolutely fine, but also indicating that the weights ratio is cooling down at the moment. And we need to see what happens next. The last time we had 30, what was that? That was 41. Afterwards, at that day, we pushed up. So we need to see what's going to happen next. But in my opinion, also we are reaching our local bottom. Then we need to see how the market reacts. It's just too early. But in my opinion, equities, at least in short term, it's not going to support a bullish price action. However, let us go forward and check. We can see that the weights ratio 30 hours moving average is in a downward trend. Also here indicating the sell pressure in short term is declining. If we take a look, once again, they dumped, and that was where I was expecting to go up. Someone asked me about 27.2, I said, nah, at least I would expect 26.8. And we did 26.6, not really 8. So, however, maybe that isn't it. Maybe the only thing is to go down to 25 and then push up hard. So we have weekend front of us. We know what that means. So we need to be careful. We are noticing here a bigger negative net flow, indicating we had a bigger outflow today. And we are also receiving more stablecoin centralized exchanges. Their balances on stablecoins is lifting up at the moment. We can also here see after the weights ratio 1 hour time frame dumped once, it declined, usually indicating they are sending less bitcoins. However, the price right now is declining. It could be the last leg to the downside, but it could be also just the beginning of a transition. Means we need to wait what happens next. If they start to send more bitcoins, if they the weights ratio starts, also the weights ratio 1 hour time frame starts to go up to 100%, because right now at 95, that's why we are right now receiving the sell pressure. If that continues to maintain between 80 and 100, then we have actually a bigger problem, in my opinion. But at the moment, nothing to worry about. Let us go forward. So today we had, as we can see in the morning, we had a bigger outflow, almost 5,248 bitcoins. But afterwards, we had also 2,600 bitcoins inflows. That's the first time since almost 10 days that we received such a big amount. And at the same time, they started to take out 2,400. So the net flow wasn't really big here. If we check here, for example, we can see that on stable coins it looks more red than green, indicating they are cashing out. So someone is exiting, or they are just selling at the moment, maintaining a price above of their purchase price, just taking out some stable coins. I guess many of them are just algorithm. That's what they are doing automatically. And well, we need to see what happens next. But at the moment it looks like I don't see huge amount of bitcoins coming in at the moment. So even I know we have almost 80-90,000 on centralized exchanges waiting, but at the moment doesn't look like. So let us go forward. So the funding rate from here, that was the bottom, only up, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. If we take a look to the open interest, up, down and up, so it's recovering well, and the leverage ratio up, down and up only, indicating it correlates with the open interest, also indicating they are using at the moment just more leverage, and also sending or buying, placing more futures at the same time. If we take a look, once again, I need to adjust. I'm sorry. Today I'm really not really good prepared, to be honest. A little bit more green than red, indicating that the net flow for stablecoins to derivative exchanges looks more positive. So we received a little bit more, and even on bitcoins to derivative exchanges we are receiving. Could be the flip. That's something we need to see. Let us go forward, because we will see if Bitfinex is reducing their shorts right now, and if they liquidated that much of longs already. If not, I would be careful. So at least yesterday they liquidated 973 bitcoins in longs and 229 in shorts. We can also see here that the funding rate pushed up very well in the last recent days. Then in the last 2 days it declined. Open interest leverage ratio pushed up, so it's flipping a little bit once again to down, but at the same time it doesn't look like bears or bulls capitulated yet. So we need to see what is happening next. Oh, that doesn't look great. That doesn't look great. Let me refresh, but that really doesn't look great. We need to see what happens at 25. I can imagine they will push more, hitting 25, maintain there, make everybody nervous, confirming a little bit bear sentiment. Bulls, some of them will flip. We need to have some figures here changed, and they didn't change. So I don't like to see that, to be honest. Yeah, we received a little bit more of shorts, but 66.34, it's still too bullish in my opinion. 65 to 35 also here on Ethereum doesn't look great, and what matters at the moment is to see on Bitfinex, I mean, it declined a little bit, but still 44 and 100 million less in longs. I don't know. So, oh, the Kingfisher. Oh my God. So, based on Kingfisher, we have 350 millions. That would be the maximum liquidation cluster. And that would be at 28.5 or maybe even 28.1 on the short side. On the long side, we need to go much more lower, hitting 20, almost 20k, 19,750. Yeah, it's not great at all, to be honest. I think that would be possible to go up, liquidate them, and to go even more down. It depends. It really depends. I mean, I have said, and you know my sentiment, you know why I have mentioned so many times why I'm bearish. You know, what the price does in the short term, I don't care. But for me, it's just too risky. So that's why I don't want. Sometimes I'm receiving some comments who the only argument is you're always bearish. That's not an argument. Come with solid arguments. Don't come with because we have bullish cycles, because we have a C leg, B leg. Come on, be an adult. Okay? Bring some solid arguments. Everything that happens in the market depends on liquidity, because that's the only driver of the markets. Not your wish thinking, not whatever you want, okay? I have mentioned so many times, I mean, you can ignore me, you can ignore a lot of different data, and by the way, it's not the news. It's not the news, the conspiracy of the news who are manipulating right now and saying everything looks bad and the market is going to crash. They are doing exactly the opposite. And that's what's frustrating me. Okay? So the news is on your side if you are extremely bullish. They are saying, yeah, well, yeah, of course, we have some red flags, but nothing looks that bad. It looks bad, much more bad. It's not the same pattern, oh, when everything looks bad, it's time to buy. Yeah, go forward, do it, but don't cry afterwards. This time it's different. If you don't see all data I'm showing you and providing you, that's fine, but don't cry, because that's what always happens afterwards. People start to cry. The market is wrong. No, the market is not wrong. The market is just doing what their actors are doing. And many of them are manipulators. That's nothing new. That's absolutely nothing new. So really, I would appreciate that a lot. Stop really shit posting anything on my comments. Because the consequence is always, I will block you. Come with some arguments. Come with data. Show me that. Don't come with just really bullshit. However, we need to see what's the next year. I don't know if I can check the high leverage now. Of course not. I had one credit. I still have one credit. By the high leverage, well, doesn't matter. However, so we see that at least at 28, 28.5, we have a high liquidation cluster for shorts. If we push up that hard in the short term, we would liquidate them, and then we need to see what happens next. So we see that at least on Binance, the Tether pair with Bitcoin is declining, the aggregated as well. We can see that with BUSD, they're supporting the sharp price move, the sharp flip in the price, like futures, like USD pair. Well, what should I say? But at least here also in futures, they started relatively early to flip a little bit, to push up. That's why the price was pushing up. We can see what BUSD was doing. So we need to see the come out. I don't think that that's it, that 25.7, 25.8 was the level. I mean, maybe, but I don't think, to be honest. If I would trade, I wouldn't close my short yet. But also I would start a hedge long, at least now. So BUSD, you can see the aggregated looks more down, and BUSD very volatile. We can see Bitfinex, what they are doing, also declining. Also supporting the current, whatever it is, I guess to liquidate some late high leverage shorts. At the same time, we can see here that Bybit did the same like the futures. They started to push up instead. We see here that Coinbase is selling at the moment, selling more than buying. We see that Bitstamp, for example, also started here to buy, and right now is, it seems, the main buyer here. And Kraken doing exactly the same like Bitfinex, and for example Gemini started also to buy here. Yeah, that's fine. So let us go forward and check what's happening here. We start with the futures to see. Okay, we received here almost 4 billions, but at the same time 3 billions outflow. Then afterwards, that was, by the way, yesterday, another billion to centralized exchanges. And recently we had here an outflow of 560 millions, and then a few hours later an inflow of 630 millions. We can also see that Tether here, a bunch of Tether inflows, and USDC, I would say almost neutral. And here, for example, on the BUSD, we can see more cash out, and BUSD, the Binance BUSD, with a higher volume at the moment. So now let us take a look to the entities, what they are doing. And retail is still buying. This guy's buying. This guy's, buying at least. They are receiving more Bitcoins on their balance, declining, lifting up, maintaining, declining, not doing anything. Okay, that's fine. So retail still on the purchase port. We received 2,000 Bitcoins by market maker. That explains maybe the lag to the downside. The question is, and in my opinion, I doubt that that's it. In my opinion, they are still, let us check, 2000, that's not, the last time it happened the same. Usually that's a preparation. They let push up and then they start to sell here. We need to see if that's going to be the same case here with those 2000 Bitcoins. Yeah, as mentioned, it's not part of the miners. Also, whales ratio declined a lot by many other exchanges. Only Gemini, for example, and Kraken lifting up. We can see that also funds are reducing once again their balances. The lowest was with 688, and now we are at still 1,800 bitcoins above from our level we had in March 2023, where we had the lowest the lowest balance by funds in the last years. We also can see that even it's stabilized, it's declining more, indicating that futures volume is still the main driver here, and that's it as well. So we see that Coinbase, for example, reinforced a lot between 22 and I mean, still the main scope here is 25.5, 25. They reinforced 24 and even 24.5. At the moment, you can see what their algos are doing. They are limiting their way up at the moment. So they reduced some sell orders at 30k at the moment. So I don't know, at least based on Coinbase, doesn't look we are done here. Bitstamp. On Bitstamp, wow, we triggered all these buy orders, but they are still waiting and reinforcing, also in lower prices now between 24 and 25, but still also here the scope is 25, 25.5. Binance BTC USDT, they triggered the buy order at 26. But also here, the same case between 25 and 25.6. A lot of liquidity is still waiting to the upside. They are bringing now at 28.3, also very interesting, some sell orders. They are, wow. I mean, why? Well, maybe we will have the bounce to 28, we will see. If we go forward with BUSD, they also triggered those both orders here with BUSD, while at the same time at 25 now bringing more liquidity. On Bitfinex is waiting here 24.4, even bringing here more liquidity at 25. Otherwise it looks more 20,600 is in the interest in Bitfinex, but at the moment that's what we can see. Nothing changed otherwise. OKEX, nothing. Kraken is doing exactly the same, waiting here between 25 and 25.5, and also waiting here 27.5, where we have a POC at the moment, but also at 28.5, bringing some sell orders. On BitMEX, nothing. Bybit derivatives, nothing. With USD, now with Tether, also nothing. Now they also here they triggered a lot of long orders on Bitcoin USDT on Binance. Still you can see until 24.5 we still have a lot, so maybe the whole idea is to trigger all of them and to push up hard. At the moment they are also here limiting the way up with liquidity to short, and also here at 28. Now BTC BUSD, nothing. Now Bitfinex, nothing. Now Kraken, nothing. OKEX, nothing. And Deribit. And Deribit reinforcing 24.3, but also waiting here 25.4. It seems 24.3, 24.4, 24.5, 25.5. It's the magic level. If we break this one, we will go hitting 24.5, it seems 24. That would make some option traders very happy, it seems, at least those who really placed a big order, and well, big order compared to the remaining or to the volume of the other trades. However, if it maintains as it looks like, I would expect that at least at 24 it would be then the final. It's really difficult, but at least it smells like we are coming to an end. The situation can flip if we are receiving more bitcoins and if they are removing some buy orders. Then it could flip, indicating we can go even lower. But at the moment, if I would trade and I would be shorting, I wouldn't close it, but I would start a long one just to use maybe this swing opportunity. Okay, that's it. Let us go forward.